Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Junk Journal with Me video. I'm still playing a bit of catch up in this journal, and so today's spread I'm going to be documenting a little camping trip that we went on in the most recent school holidays. So I have this idea in mind for another fun little feature I want to add to the page, and it's going to be like this interactive tent. So you'll see the idea come along as we go through this video, but the first thing I'm doing is just trying to choose a page for this spread. And then I wanted to test out this little paper pad that my sister had got me from Japan. I haven't used it yet, so I wanted to just try it out and see how it handled the mediums that I like to use for art. So I've been really enjoying my gouache paints and some colored pencils. In the end, this paper choice was probably not the best for those mediums, but it was a good little idea to test it out on. So I folded one sheet of the paper in half, and then I drew a very basic little tent, and I'm cutting this out, and I folded it just so that I have this doubled because I want a front and a back piece for my tent. The tent also has a little gap in the door we can peek through, and then 2 windows. So my idea is basically to create a pocket that is a tent, and then we're going to have a little illustration that tucks inside the tent, and when you are looking at it you can kind of peek inside the windows and see what's going on inside the tent, and then you can pull it out, and if you want to you can journal on the back. I actually didn't, I kind of forgot, but you can journal on the back of it and it becomes this really fun interactive journal card. So to make this look a little bit cute and interesting, I decided to use some little pieces of fabric for the windows of the tent. So I'm going to cut out 2 little rectangles of this floral fabric, and they are going to cover up the holes for the windows, and then when I attach them I'm actually going to roll them up like you would with your tent window. And yeah, I just thought it would be a cute way to add that nice little bit of texture to look a little bit realistic. Well, not really realistic, but to have that actual 3D roll of a tent. And also by using fabric I'm not adding too much bulk to the page, so if I was to roll up some paper it would end up flattening out and it might add a bit more sort of stiff bulk to the page, whereas the fabric has that flexibility and it's a bit thinner. So I also decided to use this piece of brown paper packaging to add a nice sort of texture to the outside of the tent. So I'm gluing this down with a glue stick. I didn't glue it down very well because I'm actually going to pass this through my sewing machine. So you can see here I've just sewn around the edges of the tent, and then I've sewn around the windows, and then I'm going to continue cutting off the excess of the brown paper. I feel like the spreads I've been doing recently have been borderline art journal spreads, but I've just been having a really fun time playing in my journal and just embracing the creativity that I've got at the moment. Then I stitched those little scraps of fabric up the top of the windows on the tent, and then I'm also going to use my large crocodile tool, which I can't remember what the name of that particular tool is, but it's it's got a longer arm to it, so you can poke holes and you can set eyelets that are at a deeper place than you can with the regular crocodile. I don't think I explained that very well, but I decided to poke those holes so that I could thread some ribbon through, and then this is going to tie those little tent windows up in a roll. So just like you would with your real tent, you roll up the window and then it secures with whatever, little ties or whatever. I think this adds such a cute little bit of texture to the page, and it makes it look like a real tent. So I have my backside for the tent, and this is going to help to create the pocket. And I decided to use more of that fabric scrap on the inside, so that's going to become the pattern that's on the inside of the pocket. And so to do this, I didn't glue it, I just stitched it with my sewing machine and then trimmed off the excess, and then I need to create one more piece which is going to slip inside the pocket, which you see me doing here. So I cut out the same shape I drew a rough guide for where the windows are, and then I did a quick illustration of 3 kids in a tent. I don't love how this illustration turned out. I did have trouble using the gouache on this particular paper, and I didn't love my initial sketch, but I was trying to not worry too much about making this perfect and just run with it. And in the end, I think it still turned out really cute. Just adding some more little details with my paints, and I've sped this up for you because it took me a little bit of time to complete this and wait for it to dry. But then once it was dry, I used my coloured pencils, and I'm just adding some extra textures and details and a bit of line work into this little illustration. I just wanted this to feel like a cozy little hideaway, like a little tent where the kids are like reading books and they're snuggled in their pajamas, and I think it turned out quite cute. So once the picture was complete, I glued it down to a scrap of cardstock, and then this is going to just help me to easily slip this in and out of the pocket. So the paper that I used was quite thin and flimsy, and so it made it a bit harder to tuck it in and out, whereas when you put it on a more sturdy piece of card, it has that sturdiness, so you can pull it in and out easily. And then I also decided to add a little fabric ruffle along the bottom where the blanket is in the tent, and this kind of peeks out of the bottom of the tent. A nice little whimsical touch to the page and a nice little bit of texture. So once I have this little feature for the page complete, I'm going to fill in the rest of the page. And I knew I had some of this beautiful star paper, so I went looking for that in this little 6x8 paper pad, and I want to use this to help to tell the story of, you know, getting snuggled into a tent when you go camping and sleeping under the stars. So I was trying to work out how I wanted to add it to this page, and this page already has some really lovely features like the mushroom paper and the bow stamps in the corners of that page, which kind of creates a border. And in the end, I didn't really want to cover either of those up with this, so this is quite a large piece and it was going to take up a lot of room on the page. So I went searching through my journal for a different page, and I found this page which was a little bit more simple, had a bit more white space, and I decided to use it instead. So I started out by gluing the star paper directly down onto the page, and it fit perfectly. And then I'm going to just fill in that white space at the bottom with this little scrap of paper. So this pretty little paper has some foliage on it, which I thought would be cute for the ground. And I'm just gluing this straight down with my glue stick. And then the little tent is going to sit on top. And then because this is a bit of a thicker piece, I used my stapler to reinforce it to the page. So I just added some staples around the sides and along the bottom. So once that was secured down well to the page, I just slipped the pocket back inside, and then I'm going to continue filling in the rest of the spread. I have this beautiful vintage writing paper, which I've had for a long time, and I felt like this would work well with the page, but it didn't quite fit. Both the bottom and the top of this piece of paper are so sweet, so I decided to use the top on this page, and then I'll save the little deer for another page. So I'm gluing this straight down, and then there was a little bit of a gap along the top, and so I used a little strip of this scrap paper. So the floral scrap paper just lies underneath the note paper, just layered along up there, and I think the colours in that particular floral feel like they could be a garden at nighttime, so I felt like this worked really well. I have another piece of ephemera here. This is a little card. I actually think this could be an old October afternoon card. My friend Marge sent this to me many years ago, and I've been holding it and waiting for the perfect time to use it, and I felt like on this page it would work really well. I'm going to use it as a loose piece of like ephemera and decoration on the page. So I'm pulling out a little paper clip so that it can sort of just be attached to the page but be easily removed. At the beginning of this process, I printed out one Instax photo, and then my Instax mini link went flat, so I had to go searching for the charger and charge it up before I could print the remaining photos for this spread. I think I ended up printing 4 Instax photos for this spread, and they're just pictures of our little campsite and the kids swimming in the creek there. I decided to slip my photos inside this little glassine pocket so you can sort of see through. You can tell that there's some photos there on the spread. I'm using these little laser cut pieces. These laser cut pieces are from the Willow Grove collection, and I just pulled out a couple of the little ferns. I pulled out some of the little label pieces, a pair of binoculars, and then there was also in the packaging on the back side there was some little cut out pieces, so I cut out this little owl. These laser cut pieces are kind of like, they're quite sturdy, so they were pretty easy to work with. So I'm just shuffling them around the page and trying to figure out where everything is going to land. I liked the way the little owl looked like it was like a little piece of a sketchbook or something. And I also really liked the way those ferns sat on the front of the tent. It kind of makes it feel a little bit more nestled in. I used my glue stick to glue down some more pieces around the page, as you can see, and then I decided to use one of these notebook pages from a notepad that my sister gifted me recently. I've shown you this a couple of times. This is my first time actually using it though. So I picked the one with the little teacup and the biscuit and the bird, which I felt like helped to set the camping scene. And then I also remembered that I had a camping list that my middle son had written, and it was kind of just floating around. I hadn't thrown it out because I thought I might like to use it, and so I tucked it inside the pocket as well. Here you can see the page when I filled in my written journaling, and now I'm going through all of my stickers and I'm pulling out any sticker sheets or loose stickers that I think might work well for this spread. So I'm looking for any kind of icons, colors, tiny word stickers, anything like that that could help to enhance the page. I found this old sticker sheet that had this little light bulb on it, and I decided to stick it over the top of the light bulb that I'd painted because it was so much better. It was the absolute perfect size, so I liked how that enhanced the illustration. And then you can see I'm just adding a whole bunch of different stickers around the page just to help tell the story of a little camping adventure. I added some additional gold stars above the tent, and I love how that looks. And here's a look at the finished spread. This is another really fun, creative idea that you could try, and you could adapt to so many different themes and ideas and memories. But I love the idea of having this pocket where you can peek inside and see an actual scene inside there. I think that's really cute. Again, not super happy with my illustration, but I'm still happy with the page overall. I think it looks really, really cozy and sweet. I was able to fit quite a lot of journaling, and yeah, I really like how this one turned out. It always feels so good when you're able to get some catch-up journaling done for things that you would like to have documented in your journal or scrapbook. So it feels good to have these memories down somewhere. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed seeing how this page came together. If you did, make sure you're subscribed because I'm putting out a whole bunch more Junk Journal with Me videos, and I've already got a whole playlist filled with Junk Journal with Me videos just like this one. So make sure you're subscribed. Go check it out if you want some more journaling inspiration. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.